Welcome to the 24th episode of
Not sure what's going on, but it's happening.
I'm your host, Callie Driscoll.
And I'm Giovanna Tranconi.
And today are what's happening.
Okay, so we have a segment. It's called What's Happening. It's something that's just kind of happened in your life. Life update / like crazy moment / like, whatever you feel like is what's happening.
Yeah, noteworthy.
A noteworthy thing of the week.
Yeah, I'll start. So yesterday I was driving into town, right? As one does. I'm about to get onto the highway. Tell me why. And this has happened so frequently. I drive into town at least Monday and Tuesday. So I'm about to get on the highway. There's a semi-truck or just like a big truck stopped by not just a police officer, but a police officer and a state trooper. They go over and they're talking to the person in the truck. I have seen this happen at least probably...
I've never seen a semi get pulled over.
I've seen it happen at least 6 times within the past 2 months. And it's not just a police officer. It's a police officer and a state trooper.
This is not my what's happening in the week, but crazy thing. Have you seen the stop sign on the highway?
I think, yes, because it's a stop right here. Yeah, okay, yeah, no, I saw that. And I said,
So
no.
basically how the highway is set up right now in the lovely city we live in, is there is, for a portion of the highway, there's only one lane, okay? One lane is cloned off.
Because they're redoing the
Also,
highway.
to get on the highway, there is a full stop sign to stop at.
And it's not
in the
even early on.
And in the mornings, no, it's like late. It is like where you are, the end of the merging lane.
Where you have to merge.
That is where you have to stop. Also, cops have been patrolling it. So, like, you have to stop. Like, it's in a good spot where also, like, you could easily run it if there's no cops because you can, like, see everywhere around you.
Yeah.
But also, yeah, there's a stop sign on the highway.
Yeah,
like,
I just took
what
it as,
is
like,
that?
I took it as a vague recommendation.
Yeah,
but
I
not,
told
like,
my mom about it
mandatory.
and she was too stunned, then just drove through it.
Yeah, no, same. I was like, no.
She was like, they don't put stop signs on the highway. And I was like, Mom, I drive here way too much. Look, there's going to be a stop sign. Trust me right now. Okay, so you finish your what's happening? What's my what's happening? I already forgot because I did not come prepared. What was I going to do?
I think yours was just kind of that you had a ton going on.
Oh, so mine was like 2 parts. One is that I'm like the busiest human in the world right now. One is that like I don't even know what's going on. My what's happening is what the heck is going on because I'm so busy right now. But my second part of my what's happening is the fact that the Dallas Wings won both of their preseason games. The Dallas Wings are no longer the worst team in the league. They are actually really, really good, and it like does not click in my mind. So that is my what's happening in the week because I'm actually too sad to speak by that. Then we have a joint what's happening in the week.
Yes.
So many things are just like what's happening.
Our joint what's happening is the fact that we are, well, by the time this has come out,
We have already been done for over a week.
we are officially done with high school.
Like tomorrow's our last day ever.
Yeah, last class ever. Our last assignments are due like this Friday.
Yeah.
And we're done.
That's actually, it's great. Like, it's like, because for so long I've been like, oh, I want high school to be over. Now I'm like in this final week of school and I'm like, what?
It doesn't feel real. I'm like, nah, you're joking.
I'm like, what? Like,
It's
tomorrow
not joking.
at 9:30 in the morning, I will have finished high school.
If I have all my assignments done by then, I'll have.
I want to have all my assignments done by then. I don't know when that's going to happen. So, I don't know when I'm going to finish my essay, but like, ideally, I'm done by 9:30 in the morning tomorrow.
Yeah, it's just insane. Because I'm like,
That's crazy.
I have a few days where I've got like not much going on. So I'm like, what am I even going to do anymore?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm like so busy that like I don't think I'm going to process it until like a week late.
I forgot about my entrepreneur class. Let me just open that tab real quick.
I finished mine.
I have a tiny bit left. I just need to like actually do that. I've got time today.
Okay. Now on to the meat and potatoes. Did we introduce the podcast? I don't think we did.
Nope.
Things we'll miss about high school and then things we won't miss about high school.
Yep.
It's the grand topic of the day. So something that I will not miss is stressing over assignments. Just the whole grand idea of assignments. I'm not a big school person.
Yeah.
I am done with like assignments.
Just done.
Like I don't even know. Like that's kind of covers all of school though. But like
Yeah. No, that's basically the same as my first one. Homework. Like I'm just done. I'm just done.
I'm just like I don't want to have to like be told like have this in by this time and then you're like oh trying to get it done in time and then you have stuff going on in your life and you're like I just don't need that anymore.
I just don't want to have to spend like there were times. Like okay, this is totally normal, but you're spending 8 hours 5 days a week on school. I'm so
That is such a portion of your life that is being taken up, and I'm a big like, oh, like, are you profiting from it? You're like profiting from it in some ways, but at the same time, like,
not enough.
not enough. It's like, it's just not worth it.
It's not. The pros don't outweigh the cons.
Yeah. Okay. So that was
Yeah, they're basically the same.
English. So another thing,
That was my same one.
something I will not miss is early class. I will get up early if it's like basically anything else. Getting up for class in the morning when you have to like debate large books or something is just not enjoyable at all. Even if like sometimes I'm in class and I am like enjoying it, the fact of getting up and being like I have to sit in a Zoom meeting as the first thing of the day is just not good.
Oh yeah. No, so mine was the same one. Like being forced to wake up early for class. Class starts at 8. I get up at least 7.
Yeah.
Well, there have been times where I've got up at like 7:55. But that's beside the point. That's beside
In the beginning of the year, I was getting up at 7, and then as the years gone on, I'm more like a 7:45 gal.
I've gotten up earlier. But that's because I like to do my reading before class.
Yeah, I was doing it the night before.
Well,
But tomorrow I might
half
have to get
of
up at like 6 a.m. So
Yeah.
yay.
But honestly, it's fully self-imposed, these 8 a.m. classes.
It's imposed by you actually, because I remember the moment. So,
You didn't have to agree.
So Callie was like, oh, like 8 a.m. So they're not that bad. I've only slept through a couple. I'm like 8 a.m. because at this point I was never waking up early. I was not a morning person at all. So you have to keep that in mind. My morning personness, I don't enjoy waking up early, but I now can do it. I have a new hobby of waking up at 6 a.m. So like I can do it now. But before I was not built for it in any way, shape, or form. And I was like, I don't want to do this. But like Callie was like, oh, I really want to do this one. And like I understood that like you were going to have whatever it was, like Tuesday, Thursday was going to be better, whatever. So we were like debating this and we didn't get into the class. So we got into another class and then we were on the wait list for it. So I actually got into the 8 a.m. before Callie, but I didn't make it because I was like, if Callie actually wants the 8 a.m., she gets it. Then after that, we can figure out what I'm doing. So then you got into the 8 a.m. like a little bit later. And then I got into it again. I must be like the top of the wait list, which is weird.
Oh, I got into it at Link. Because I remember being there and they were like, oh yeah, like we need to talk to you about this.
Because I don't know, because normally for our school, it's like my last name, so normally I'm at the end of things. But apparently for the wait list, I'm like getting into any class I want. Every time I've ever been on the wait list, I'm in like right away. Like I got on the wait list for the class and was in within like a week or two.
I do feel like, yeah, that's usually been the case.
And then I got in again in the summer. And I got a text from my mom. I was at work and I was inside and I got a text and I literally just, I saw it. My mom was like, you got into the 8 a.m. Do I sign you up for it? And I walked outside and I was like, yes. Like, no. It's like, I don't want to. But I think it was good for me because now I can get up earlier.
Yeah, the reason I needed an 8 a.m. class this year was because the senioritis, otherwise, I would have been getting up at like...
But I actually really liked it. Not for like the learning to wake up early or anything like that, but because before it was like, oh, like say your class is on Monday, Wednesday, it's like by the time like Monday comes around, it's like you have all of Monday morning, and then like you have class in the middle of the day or early afternoon, and then you have stuff going on later in the day, and it felt like my whole day was like centered around the class, whereas now I get it out of the way and it's done by 9:30 in the morning. So it's like, and I also didn't like the idea of Tuesday, Thursday class because I was like, I liked when my classes were over by Wednesday, all my live classes. Yeah. So then I didn't have anything going on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I love a Tuesday, Thursday. I learned because Sunday homework was the worst thing in the world. I'd be doing homework on Sundays. Horrible. So I like the Tuesday, Thursday, and also because it's so early in the morning, it doesn't feel like you have class on a Thursday, like later into the week.
Oh yeah, you like forget about it.
Yeah, so it's actually really nice. Yeah, that when I got the news, I was not happy. Okay.
Okay, mine was the same thing, so you can do it.
Okay, balancing school, work, and YouTube. I want to know if we were to calculate the hours I spent on each thing, just how many hours of my life were dedicated to those things. How many hours of my life were dedicated to non-school work or YouTube? Because my work app apparently does this new thing where it tells you like how many hours you worked in the past year or whatever. Yeah, and I had another job. I had 2 jobs for a second. So I just want to know like how much time was dedicated to that. And like, I'm so happy to be done with balancing all of that.
Yeah, see, I never had to worry about that because I only worked during the summer. So, yeah, exams. Okay. The only thing I liked about exams was when we could go study together.
Okay.
That was
because that is on one of my misses, I think.
I thought about adding that to one of my misses. But I hate exams. I hate that I have to study for at least 2 weeks going into it just to have a vague understanding of the topic to then sit down and spend somewhere between like 3 to 8 hours on exams. No, absolutely
They're
not.
awful, and they're always before Christmas.
Yeah.
Or like as like you're going on vacation or something. It's like never like relaxing times. It's not like a middle of the semester exam. It's like a end of semester.
I only had one final this year for my psychology class. Oh, wow. It took me maybe 10 minutes.
It's so easy.
I didn't get a great grade, but
Wilson Hill finals though, like another Burrito finals. Like
I think there's a piece of hair in my head. Yeah, no, they are so bad.
Because I've told people who go to like public school about them, and they're like, that is not normal. They're like, what do you mean that's your final? Yeah. Like I think if I were to like go to a public school and take their finals, I'd be like, this is the easiest thing ever.
It would be like my psychology one, where I was like, this is actually, what do you mean this is an actual test?
Another thing that I will not be missing is SLDs, aka student-led discussions. Because they are just like not fun. Like why do you have to teach the class? Especially when the class doesn't want to be taught.
Has his on the last day. Oh my gosh. But I'm so annoyed because this is one person that like their student-led discussion last time was so bad. And they have to be the person to end the year. But our teacher even was like, yeah, you can leave like part of the class, but we want to leave it so that way.
It's like, because he knows it's for a lot of us, it does depend on what time, like if you have other classes on Thursdays. But for a couple of us, it is our last class ever of high school.
Yeah.
So like, and it's still the last CGC class, and that's like one of the biggest classes at the school we go to. So it's like, it's a very big class to be ending. And let's just say like, I was really happy when I found out there was no SLD, but then there was a change of plans and now there is an SLD that day. And I'm just
because this person was supposed to go a week ago, showed up late to class, and then just skipped doing it. And they could have gone yesterday, but, you know, they were sick.
Or just wasn't prepared.
No, sick.
Oh.
Had his thing on and it said sick. You were not sick.
Watch him like not show up to class.
I don't know. I bet if you looked at his Instagram, he was like out fishing.
What are you gonna miss? Won't miss.
Staying up late to finish assignments. You don't even want to know the amount of times. Well, first of all, I'm a horrible procrastinator. We will start with that. But homework has always been due, except outside of this year, Monday 8 a.m. This year's Monday 9 a.m., which praise the Lord. I'm so glad it's due at 9 a.m. But I would come up to my room at maybe like between 9 and 10, I would work on homework until like either 11 or midnight. Then I would get up at, it would depend how much school I had to do, but it was between probably like 6:30 or 7, and then I would finish the homework Monday morning.
Yeah, but like having to like cram in assignments is awful. Because personally, I'm a night owl, so I do work on a lot of assignments at night. But like night before is a different type of like working at night. It's like, oh, you have to get this done right now.
Yeah, like the crunch time, crazy. It's miserable, so miserable.
Something I will not miss, like on levels that I don't think people can understand, is having dreams of sleeping through class. I'm someone who like doesn't have a dream unless it is like, I don't want to say a bad dream, but like a not positive dream. Like I'm never like, oh, I had a sunshine and rainbows dream. No, it's like a dream that like I slept through class. Like I was having them last year. We had 11 a.m. class, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm like, I will sleep in sometimes later, but like I'm not sleeping until 11 a.m. unless I was doing stuff the night before and was up super late, like doing out somewhere, like doing something.
Yeah.
But I would have dreams of sleeping through an 11 a.m. class. Like, I don't know why, but I still, and they're just awful dreams. I have like, I swear, like PTSD to like the classic alarm sound. I have like custom ones on my iPad because I cannot handle a normal alarm anymore.
Yeah, see, I slept through classes, so I didn't really have much to fear because I was like, you know what, I've already done it. One time, I was in my writing class, and this was sophomore year. It was Mardi Gras. I decided before class I was going to get up early, I was going to make donuts. I had to message my teacher in class, hey, I'm actually in the middle of making donuts right now, so I can't participate. She was like, that's actually one of the most random things I've ever heard, but have fun, I guess. It was crazy. I was like, this sounds so fake. I was like, I can show you what I'm doing.
You're like, I can have my camera on if you want. Like,
I can show you guys that I'm making donuts if you so please. But I was like, okay. Yeah. Great times. What I won't miss, cold calling. This year it hasn't been as bad, but last year, our teacher like only cold called me. It was horrible.
Yeah.
Anytime there was like no one answering questions, no one raising their hands.
Cold
like,
call
oh, Callie. It was so bad. Other people in our class, I ended up talking to them later on. They were like, yeah, I saw that. That was crazy.
Like, it's crazy.
I was like, it's not okay. Granted, my participation was good because of that, but
cold calling is awful because a lot of the times it's like, I know what's going on, kind of, like I don't know what's going on and I'm trying to understand. Like I will be taking notes of what everybody else is saying, trying to like gather stuff. And it's not that I'm not paying attention, but it's that like, my brain is not, like I'm not coming up with a grand thought right now. And sometimes I do, and there have been times where I've been cold called, or like kind of like the warm call where like you say something in chat. So it's like you're putting yourself out there with an idea. So like those ones I actually really like because I have a thought around it. So like I know I can talk and like get participation and everything. But cold calling is so bad, especially when like your brain is not working and you said that you didn't do the reading, or like you said that you did.
I promise I did the reading. I promise. Oh my god!
I'm so happy to never have to think about that.
I
again.
almost
We need to get the clip of that before this year's like stuff. Like we can't access it.
Yeah, we do. I almost did that when you called on me during your pseudo discussion. I almost was like, I promise I did the reading.
It's the book of Matthew. Like people in class, because like the reading assignments got confused, and I was like, but I know everybody in this class has read the book of Matthew. You know what I mean? I was like, people are over here like I didn't do the reading, and it was like forgiven that they didn't do it because there was a mix up with assignments. But at the same time, we were talking about really basic stuff of the Bible.
Yeah,
and it was the book of Matthew. Like, it was not, like...
It's the gospel. Like, everybody knows these stories.
It was the gospel. And even if, like, you're not familiar with Matthew, you've heard the gospel before. Like,
exactly.
You know the stories of Jesus. It's not complex new things.
Yeah. Do you have more we won't?
My last one is just all of it. I won't miss anything from school. Like, truly.
Like, there's school side of things.
There are things... The things I'll say that I'm gonna miss are things that aren't, like... as school related, I guess, or like they're things that you could do outside of school, or like they're things where like I'll miss them, but like they're not as like an SLD. I can say full-heartedly I'm never doing an SLD again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like I am truly not gonna miss like 90% of school, but I think a big part of that is the fact that we do online school. Because a lot of people, it's like they're gonna miss like the school activities, whereas we didn't have those as much. So
yeah, I mean you didn't participate in some like the house meetings.
Yeah.
Like I was a big part of those. So
I actually saw like the thing for like. Was it yesterday? Was the last house meetings?
Yeah, it was
and
sad.
I saw it and I was like, oh, this is like really sad, and I've never been.
Yeah, I was thinking that. I was like, you've never been.
Never been to a house meeting.
Yeah, I try to go to all of them, but that's also because I'm like,
yeah, you're like
some
like leader or something.
Oh, on to things that we will miss from high school.
Okay, this is like the sappy little like, oh my gosh, you're gonna miss high school so much, blah blah blah, like, you know.
I'm sorry. You were like turning on your camera, zooming in, and everything. You're distracting me. Okay, so this one's kind of like random, but taking screenshots.
You're a huge screenshotter.
I love taking screenshots because you just see someone and you're like, what are they doing? You just screenshot it.
No, because the thing with my screenshots is like they're all YouTube thumbnails. See? Oh, there are a couple class ones, but it's like, you see, it's like not like I'm taking screenshots of other things.
I'll be in the middle of class and I'll get a notification, like, look back from your memories. There was one of you. No, there have been some that'll show up and I'll be like, I actually have to shut off my camera because I'm like, that's not okay.
I don't know what this is.
But seeing them pop up in class and being like, oh, like I did not need to see that picture of so and so right there. But it is kind of fun.
I'm gonna miss ranting about class assignments. Honestly. Like when we have a big assignment and all we do is rant about it, I'm gonna be like, So like, but with that being said, I was thinking about it. I was like, so that's something that we can communally just rant about for hours is school. But it's also now that we won't have school and we're going to be doing two very different things, we'll both have things to rant about.
Yeah. But the thing is, it's like, you know, when you have like your separate, it's almost like your separate lives. Like our
One is
work
like a
lives.
storytelling rant, and then one is like
Yeah.
you personally are ranting together.
Yeah, we'll have less
We'll
like
have less of that.
unified rants.
Yeah.
It's actually kind of sad because like that's something we could go on and on about.
We could just
Or,
start ranting right
people
now.
from our class.
Oh yes,
Just like anything.
Yes, many a rant has been had.
Yeah, if you couldn't tell from the SLD thing. I will oddly miss the reading from the fact of I don't really read outside of this class. So this was kind of like my only excuse to read.
See, mine's kind of the opposite because I find myself reading in the summer when I don't have any school reading and it's fully by myself reading. Like, oh, I want to read this, so I'll read it. And I'm not, because the thing is, I don't have as much interest in like the deep stories and history things that we have read. I don't find as much
Nick
interest.
and ethics.
I referenced them in my paper and my mom was like, oh, wow, you've read that? And I was like, Mom, trust me, I have. I've read the Nicomachean Ethics or whatever it's called.
Yeah, every time I think about it, I die a little inside. But no, I just will kind of miss the reading because it's books that I wouldn't have read outside of it.
I am
So
glad
just-
I've read them because it's a lot of like these big books that so many people don't read or they just like know of.
Or
but
people
I've
who
read them.
reference them, and I'll be like, yeah, I've read that.
Yeah, I actually know what you're talking about.
Yeah. It's like a flex.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna miss the shared reasons to go to coffee shops.
Yeah.
Because we often are like, oh, let's just go to a coffee shop. We haven't been doing that much. Remember when we were gonna start doing it like religiously, like reset once a month?
Oh gosh, we did say that.
Yeah. We did it like 1 or 2 months.
No, I was actually thinking about that recently. I was like,
Bring this back, please.
what are we even gonna do then? I mean, granted, next year I'll have college.
Yeah, and I'll still have work stuff to do. I don't know what I'm exactly
Yeah.
doing, but like, well, we need to start going to coffee shops again.
We
Because
do.
I've been on a coffee shop grind recently. So it's like, we need to start going together.
Yeah, I'm
So-
literally going today.
Yeah, I'm busy, but
Yeah, like we
I'm
gotta
gonna
just lock in more on
Yes.
that. Being around smart people. Like, granted, there are some people in the classes that are like so smart that make you feel like, wow, I don't think I've
There
ever
are some
thought once in
actual
my life.
geniuses in my class. Like people are announcing their college decisions, and yeah, some of them are normal, and then some of them they're like aerospace science, and it's like,
like-
oh, like we took the same class. Okay, got that.
Yeah, but like being at work, I'm not around smart people. I'm around people where you have to explain the most basic things in like childish terms.
Where I'm just like,
It's bad. But being around smart people or just like people who have common sense, you're like, wow.
just
like
the common
wow.
sense, I think, because it's
Yeah.
like some people the common sense just is not common sense for them.
Oh no, it does not. It's bad.
I'm gonna miss the fact that it's like when you're in school, it's like okay, for the next 4 years you're gonna be in school. That's like the plan. And then after it, it's like even when someone's like in like some grand job that's like their dream job, whatever. Most people don't. It normally takes you a while to find the workplace that you're gonna work at for like a really long time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like part of me likes being like, oh, I don't have like a set thing I'm doing right now, and I can kind of do a little bit of everything. But part of it is also like you just don't know what you're doing because like high school it's like 4 years. Okay, that's set. You know.
Yeah. It's like no matter what you do outside of high school, you still have that to be consistent
Yeah,
in
I
your
think
life.
that's the reason that you're doing things. I'm like,
Yeah. But outside of that, it's like, okay, well now I actually like
yeah.
don't have anything.
I have to figure that out here. So
Yeah. The teachers. There are some
yeah?
teachers where no, I won't say I don't think I've had like any teachers that I didn't like. I've had teachers where I'm like, whoa, you were like way above my intelligence level.
yeah, I think
But-
there's teachers that we've had where it's just like they teach in a way where I'm like sometimes I'm like you should be teaching college, not high school right now.
Yeah, but like I
You know what
still
mean?
made
But it's
so
not
many
that they're-
good memories in each
It's not that they're a
class.
bad teacher. It's that they're just like, for example, our sophomore year.
Yeah, no, that's what I
Yes.
was thinking of.
I really enjoyed the people in our class and the group of people in our class, but the teacher is just so like professor like that for a 15, 16-year-old, that's just not really what like you want to be.
Yeah, I mean, he was still a great teacher though,
Mm-hmm.
and I will just miss the fact that we had so many great teachers.
Oh yes, because if you think about it, like a lot of people who just go to like a regular old high school, their teachers are like, they obviously have gone to college for like the thing they're teaching and for teaching, but they're not like we're literally being taught by people who have doctorates and everything.
Yeah, like almost all of our teachers have had a doctorate.
Like that's just kind of like we've been taught by grand teachers. Being able to say like you're in a class or in a Zoom meeting with people from all over the world.
Yeah,
Because it's like we go to class, like even this year we have so many people from like all over the world. And it's just so cool to be like, yeah, I went to school with a person from here.
Yeah.
Like, I want to know if we made a list of everybody we've ever been in class with, how many countries are covered. Because it's a lot.
yeah, I've been in classes with people from Indonesia. There's one other girl, I don't know where she is, but she's in Asia somewhere. We've got people from Europe, a lot of people from Canada. Most people are from the U.S. Some from Mexico. You know
world.
the twins.
Yes.
They were born in Africa. Wait, maybe South America. I don't know.
Either
One of the
one
two.
of them is like,
I just, in my mind, they're like almost the same. Just because they get talked about the equal amount.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? No one talks about South America.
yeah.
That's one thing I have always thought of. No one talks about it.
Well, they talk about like Brazil, but nowhere else.
And even that's not talked about that frequently.
Yeah. What goes on in South America? Like South America.
I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. I just picture it as like jungles and everyone is like, they don't know what technology is.
But not in like, I'm thinking they don't know what technology is, but in more of like they're just self-sufficient way. Like they're living their lives.
Yeah, like, you know, the African tribes, they like,
yeah, it's
don't
like
have
that's kind of what I'm
technology.
envisioning. I don't know though.
I picture that for all of South America. Like, none of them
I think as you go more
understand.
north, it becomes a little bit more like communist.
I mean, once you reach like Mexico and like upper South America, it's all the same. It's all the same.
There's no difference between all of them.
No, I don't know. It's just weird.
It's you.
Okay. I mean, that's kind of goes off of what you had, but like the friends, I made some really good friends through our online school, and yeah, they live all over, but like they are some of the sweetest people you'll ever meet. That's one thing that you didn't experience because you didn't go to Link, but even if you're walking up to someone you've maybe seen in class or maybe seen in passing like one time, they are so friendly and they'll treat you like you've been best friends for like your entire life. So like the people there are just great.
Yeah, it's kind of cool, like especially because like I haven't made many friends through our school, but for you, it's like now you have friends like over the country.
Yeah, or even just think about like Instagram.
Yeah.
Like you post something, these people that you've been in classes with like briefly, they're like some of the most loyal commenters and likers and everything.
You're like, I like barely know you, but like I kind of know you, and it's like you're under every Instagram post. You're like, oh hi, like
Yeah.
you look so good. Like,
Yeah.
okay, this is a me thing, but you can understand it when I explain it. For me, the WNBA season goes in the beginning of school year. So like late night WNBA games, and then school the next morning, and like you have to wake up, like you're just like, oh my gosh, that was crazy, or a really bad loss, and you're like, I don't even know, like. I'm thinking of an instance where like you open your phone and you're like, oh my gosh, I forgot that happened. This is an awful day. But just like the excitement of doing something the night before, and like it's so exciting, and then like you wake up for class the next morning. There's just something about that where I'm like, I don't think you really, besides in high school, have that.
Probably.
Are you gathering?
college.
I'm not going to college.
But college is where you have a lot more experiences like that, where you have like, you're doing something crazy at night, you wake up next morning, you've got class.
Yeah, I do. That's just like a whole vibe where I think you'll still have it out of high school, but it's different.
I think it really ends in high school, college. Outside of that, you really don't have that.
Yeah, like what, like you go to work the next day, but it's like.
Yeah, but that's very,
exciting.
yeah. I mean, I've done stuff like that at work where I've done something like the 4th of July party. Well, okay, granted, I usually work all day. I go to your 4th of July party. I'm there late. I get up, I work the next morning. So it's like, it's a lot, but it's not that same feeling of doing something on a school night. You wake up the next morning and you're like, boom.
Yeah.
It's
like,
different. It's like,
It's different. Like,
yeah, it's just different. You have to know to know. So what I'll really miss, this will be the main one, is going to be TGC, because I've been invested in this for 6 years. I started in 7th grade, and I've done it every year consistently since. So it's just one of those things that's like, it's so routine and such a part of my life that I don't know how to even function without it.
It will be weird because it's always been like, oh, like you took TGC last year, you're taking it again. Like it's
Yeah.
routine, like your classes change every year, but TGC is there every single year.
Yeah, like granted, you're reading very different books each year, but it's like,
still
you
there.
just know what's happening.
And it's like, okay, so I'm gonna go to not school next year, and there's not gonna be TGC, and it's like,
Yeah. The weird thing is like, I'll also be doing school next year, but TGC won't be a part of it.
yeah,
So
so it's been like
what
it's
do I
gonna
do
be like
now?
a big like jump from like high school to college, just because you've had like a staple theme between it all, and then you're not only going to a different school, but like you're not gonna take the class that's been there for like literally everything.
Exactly, yeah. It's just, like, even, it was specifically last Thursday that it really hit me, like, the craziness of TGC being over. But then, like, yesterday in class, I was not locked in. Nobody was, actually.
I don't think anyone's been locked in for the past like 2 weeks, but in like the best
No,
way.
there's some people.
Some people have, but I think overall class has been pretty chill.
Yeah, but tomorrow is going to be rough. I know that.
I don't even know. Like I haven't been able to contemplate. I've been vlogging my whole like last week of school for like the fact of being the last week of school, and I've been like vlogging, and I'm like, I just like this has not been setting in.
No.
It's not gonna set in until tomorrow after class.
It's sort of
I'm gonna
set
sit there and
in,
I'm gonna
but-
go. I have a whole YouTube video to edit, but I just finished high school.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what I'm gonna do.
No, it's going to be super weird. Because I feel like it'll hit you all at once. You're like, what?
I'm gonna finish my class. I'm just gonna be sitting there. I'm gonna be like, I like what? Like I don't
what
have
now?
anything now. Like I look out into the distance, and there's nothing. Like I.
Wow, we're getting all deep now. I look out into the distance. There's
No, but
nothing.
it's always like you finish class and you're like on a Thursday you're like I don't have class until Tuesday. Like this is like
Yeah.
how much time off class. I'm like no class, no class, no class. And then I always have it like I have it in my calendar and it's this stupid tan color is my calendar for like school. So all my Zoom classes are in my calendar and I deleted the future ones. So like I was looking at my calendar and it looks so empty right now because my calendar tends to fill up like week of.
Yeah.
Like I'll look ahead at the next week and I'm like I have nothing going on and then suddenly I'm like there's like 5 blocks a day minimum. Like what is going on right now? But all my school ones are gone and I'm like so there's like nothing going on.
Yeah, it's going to be hard because it's like every year at the end of the school year, I feel a little bit of like, oh man, like that's bittersweet, whatever. This year,
You
it's
like
gonna
feel
be-
such rejoice and you're like there's like you
Yeah.
you know there's rejoice for like 3 months and then you're back to it.
Yeah, because it's like,
there's
yeah,
just not
that's
gonna-
sad right now, but we're going back to it. Don't really matter. This year, it's like, okay, yeah, no, we're done. Like,
Yeah, I'm
done.
just not doing that again. Like I'm never gonna open Canvas again. That's gonna be crazy deleting the Canvas app.
Yeah, that's true. Honestly, I delete Canvas after
I don't.
every
I don't.
semester. Not semester. Every
Because
school year.
UCLA, the women's basketball team, they've recently like they won the championship, and then they all like were sitting on the bus, and all the seniors deleted Canvas, and it was like such a moment, and I was like, oh my gosh, wow, so good for them. That is me. We are one.
Wow, yeah. I mean, granted, we can't do that until after we get all of our grades.
Yeah, but still, it's gonna be like
After,
or
like-
literally you can delete the app because you're gonna have the website.
I don't check the website.
We don't actually even need our grades once your evaluations are done.
I haven't got my evaluation yet.
I did.
I have that.
I'm done
next week.
I could just not go to class and be done, but like I am going to class. But like,
Yeah.
you know, okay, the last thing that I will oddly be missing, and this is going to contradict the whole like balancing work, school, YouTube, whatever, work, whatever, is going to be, I do a series on YouTube called 12 Days of Christmas. I've done it 2 years now, so half of high school, where I post every other day leading up until Christmas. I also have finals. Last year I had, or this past like semester, I also had my SLD, school, leading up until Christmas, everything. And it's like so much stress, but it's so much fun. Like, because I love editing and I love putting out YouTube videos. So like, it's so fun, but it's also like, I never have rest. Yeah. And like, it's like a good way, but a bad way. And then there's so much relief when it's done, but it's also like, I loved it so much. And I think I'm going to miss that. Because like November starts and I'm like looking and I'm like, oh, I got to plan stuff out. I got to get stuff going. Mm-hmm. And it's still like, it's such a big deal and it's not going to be as much of a deal anymore.
Yeah, that's true. It's so weird. I was in the last house meeting yesterday and they started talking about all the last that we're going to have this week and just coming up. And I was like, it is actually crazy, all the last that we have.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Because it's like, okay, last class tomorrow. When we turn in our essay, last TGC essay.
Yeah, I'm going to do that tonight. Mine's like basically done.
I haven't started. I mean, I have like ideas. Mm-hmm. And I got that part.
It was so easy to start because originally I was going to make myself like a quick outline of it, just like what I want each paragraph to be. And then I just started writing it and I wrote like half of it.
I think that's how it'll be when I sit down and do it. But
because you're writing about something where it's truly just like a reason you like the book, basically.
Yeah, it's all first person. It's so informal. It's really just, okay, I love this book. Why?
Yeah.
And I have like
so
reasons
easy.
for both. I've already
so
bought
like
it, so.
But I think that's the end of this episode.
That is the end.
Camera didn't die. The SD card didn't die. The ring light is still on. We're the most put together people in the world. So
we are.
Thank you for watching.
Yes, thank you for watching.
New podcast next week, 8 a.m. And for the foreseeable future because we are going to work on pre-filming. So
yeah, we're locked in. Enjoy.
Farewell. Bye.
Bye.
Figuring out to put this like this direction is like actually like our biggest like why were we doing it the other way?
Yeah, that was bad.
Because like who would tip a camera to the side?
I don't think I've drank any water today.
That's what I resorted to. Like, this is all the water I've drank.
Yeah, I haven't moved my water bottle from my bed, and I think it's empty, so it's not good.
I don't even have a water bottle right now. Like.